Alright, chat, hello! How are we doing? Happy Easter! To everyone who is currently on Easter Sunday, happy Easter to all of you. How are we doing? Predictified was good. TGB, how we doing? Drama was good. Chud Maxa, hello. Average Yuri Girl Avery, hi. Entity Tiger, how we doing? Pependi was good. Zach, hello. Lays Holic, oh, hey, you have a new name color. How's it going? What's good? Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Are we all having a wonderful day? Have we all got egg? Have we egg? You all egg, yes? Anyway, hi. Ollie Wong was good. A Ghost, how we doing? Bacon was good. Caroline, how are we doing? Was good. How's it going? What is good? Slothy, hello. So, Chad, obviously yesterday we had some minor incident. We had a teeny tiny little incident yesterday. Just a teeny tiny little incident. We had a tiny little incident. Just a mini tiny one. So, whilst technically, yes, I did die. So, whilst, yes, technically we have one death on the counter now. I spent a bit of time last night looking back at the outro video. And, so, the point that I was watching from, where he was explaining the mod, brother literally says, first my menu looked nothing like his, but he literally says, you've got to be close to the mob, pressing Y whilst looking at it, which is what I was doing and nothing was happening. So in my defense, the mod's shite. In my defense, I was doing exactly what the mod told me to do. Anyway, with that moving on, with that, I did the push-ups, I did the push-ups, my arms hurt. I did the push-ups, my arms hurt. What mod are you using? Entity Highlighter. I was doing the push-ups, my arms hurt. First. This isn't a reset. This is not going to be a reset. No matter what, no. This is not going to be a reset for a few different reasons. This is not a reset for a couple of different reasons. I'm not going to reset for a few different reasons. Reason one, I don't want to waste people's time. I don't want to waste the people's Cheeto. Call me what you want. I don't care. I don't want to waste the people's time who helped on this series so far. For reason one. Reason number two. I mean, that's kind of the main reason. I'm going to be honest with you. That's kind of the main reason. I'll be completely honest. Checkpoint? No checkpoints. No. No checkpoint system. But yeah. Reason one. I don't want to waste the people's time that have actually helped on this series and force them to do it again. Second. It's kind of the mod being a pain in the ass with how you set it up. Third, I mean the push-ups don't really matter. That was kind of just me listening to chat and being a dumbass. That being said, there are new rules. There are new rules to somewhat apologize and make it a little harder. There are new rules. From this point onwards, saving grace is no longer allowed. I am no longer allowed to use saving graces. And before you say no bazaar is literally not possible. That no bazaar is physically impossible. And alongside of that, before you say, oh, no saving grace, that's fine, just use a spirit mask. Spirit masks are now a one-time use. I can't sell them to get the money back. They are a one-time use. I can buy a spirit mask, but if I die whilst wearing it, it must go in a chest. I can't sell it for the Hyperion at the end. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with them, to be honest with you. But that's kind of the rule change there. I can use spirit masks, but only once. Either way, I need to get my experimentations done. I need to get my experimentations tables. Use a revived heart. I mean, that just gives more healing. But it's not a bad idea, to be fair. Ankylosaurus or lion for Tarantula Slayer? I actually don't know. I want to say Ankylosaurus. I think the Ank's better. But I'll be honest, I actually don't know. I haven't tested them. I haven't tested both of them. Use Grandma. I haven't actually got that. Oh my god, I haven't even got a Grandma Wolf yet. GG, the donation man was good. How are we doing? Thank you very much for the follow. And what, sorry? Minimum MP farm tier 5 spiders. If we're looking at farming them for money, I mean, I would kind of probably recommend close to 1,000 at least. Check SB chat. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, that's on my main. Wait, speaking of the main, I haven't checked how long we've got left on Shen Special. Can you check the skyblock calendar? Give me a second to swap to main profile. I haven't checked how long I've got left on the on Shen Special yet. For those of you that are unaware of why I care, the money that I have on my main profile, basically, ages ago I was joking and saying, oh, you know what, I'm going to get a first place Clover helmet. Well, it's less of a joke now. It's significantly less of a joke now. I actually kind of have the money to do that. I kind of have the money to actually do that. So, why not? Give me your blaze setup. No. I mean, if you can figure out a valid way to not get banned and to transfer soulbound stuff, you can have my crimson armor. But unfortunately, there is literally no way to do that. There is no way to transfer soulbound items. Give some to the Slayer. To the Slayer type to go far. This profile is not. This profile is quit. I do not play this profile. I have fully quit this profile. That 13 billion coins is not just like raw. There's not just like raw fun stuff. I don't have any MP or anything anymore. This is a quit profile. I do not play it. I mean, what? You can add him to your co-op. I don't want to do that because I happen to quite like this profile. And I would rather just keep it for fun. Can I get your Skather? I don't have a Skather. But I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Can you give me something? I don't have anything. This is a quit profile, man. I have nothing. Why 2 drones? Because Dorings gave me to them and now I'm leveling them up for the fun. Is that G-Drag? I'm keeping that. G-Drag is being kept. That is my level 1000 G-Drag. That is being kept. This is being kept. This is already sold. Right, Zach. 2 bill. 2 billion coins. Right, how long has it got left on it? 7 hours and 7.5 hours. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Do one more blaze. No. How much for your relic of power? You know they're not tradable, right? You know the relic of powers aren't tradable. Just to double check. Music down a little bit. Is it that loud? It is okay, fair play. It is reasonably a little bit louder than usual. Fair play. Thought clovers are more expensive? No, they are completely useless. Clovers aren't that expensive because they are fully useless. Check my backpacks and dungeon completions. Nah, I'm good. What was the other things I needed? 2 revived hearts, I think, isn't it? Or is it crystallized hearts? Sorry, I just need to get this done real quick. I kind of forgot that I had them. Oh, okay. Oh, were you? It is revived hearts. Can you buy me a cookie? They're also not tradable. I have made that mistake before. Either way, nothing on this profile is being given away. This profile is, I mean, that's technically not true. There'll probably be random bits and pieces here and there. There it is. No bad. Alright, that'll do. That'll do. Now we wait. Now we wait. I have to go, but have a good stream? Alright, well, thank you very much, sir. Have a wonderful day. Boost cookies are tradable. No, they are not. Boost cookies are, in fact, not tradable. They're sellable. They're not tradable. They are sellable. Give me 2 million coins for dungeons chest with recon. Go earn it. Can you buy me a poppy? Nah. Little beggars. That's what you are. All of you are little beggars. Oh. 1300 MP, Kime 3 on the daggers, Hab 4, 3 Infernal Crimson, and 1 Warden. Can you tell me what I should focus on to kill the bosses faster? Probably your magical power. Definitely your magical power. Can you buy me a puppy, though? Go to the jungle and abduct one. Easiest way to do it. Trust me. I would know. I've done it many times before. I've abducted so many children. No, not children. Puppies. That didn't come out great, did it now? That didn't come out brilliant. Wonderful. Right, well, I'm gonna watch this now. Good, GG. I guess that might be, that's it. Don't put the hunting Discord after me saying that! Don't fucking put the hunting Discord! No, 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 no! Bro! No, that is the worst Discord. That is a cooked Discord to link after I say that. That is a diabolical Discord. Just lost 400 million gambling. Do you have any money left? If so, gamble it. And you might get that money back. Got a feeling that I haven't started the quest. GG. Fastest way to get reputation. Do dailies. Use an Infernal Helmet. No, Infernal Crimson is worse than Warden for Blaze. Ignore them. Infernal Crimson is worse for Warden than Blaze. Worse than Warden for Blaze. They are just wrong. Why do you need to kill the soul of the alpha? Money. Money. Oh, this is not an ideal position to be in. Oh no, we good. I thought the boss would spawn there. We good. But it's Slayers, not hunting and Slayers. Hunting is a part of Slayers. I'm aware that hunting is a new skill. But from my perspective's kind of always been the same since it released. If you are not hunting whilst doing Slayers, you are actively throwing your own profits. Like, hunting is a part of... It is just a part of different skills in the game at this point. You don't hunt during Blaze. If you're doing tier 3s, you do hunt. If you do not have the gear to do... Holy shit, I almost died! If you do not have the gear to do tier 3s quickly, you hunt to do tier 4s quickly, you do hunt during tier 3 Blaze. If you want to make money from Blaze... Why does skyblock look playable? Because it's fun. But yeah, if you want to make money from Blaze, yeah, you hunt during tier 3s. Why are you doing like 50k damage? Because I don't have any MP. This is very much a dungeon rushed profile because I had to. This is a profile that was dungeon rushed. I didn't have the choice. I wouldn't have dungeon rushed if I didn't have to. But unfortunately, due to the rules and restrictions, have you done all when you could? I can do them. There's nothing stopping me from doing the redstone miner collections. Or there's nothing stopping me from doing the redstone miner quest. Can you damage the wolves with not the boss? You can't damage the boss with a mage weapon. It's not Slayers. It's not an activity. You're talking to... If you're counting talking to an NPC as an activity, then that's beyond cooked. The redstone quest is literally buying stuff from the bazaar and having a conversation with an NPC. Really? They're all alive still? Damn, that's unlucky. With Primordial Helmet better than full Primordial? Yes. Why do you jump when placing Black Hole? Because it allows me to insta-capture them. That's just clearly not the right mob, is it? No, it is. Give me a second, I'll show you the difference. Any good hunting money-making method strats? I don't know of any great ones at the moment. Chills are pretty good. I mean, yeah, as long as you got Heart of the Forest 6 and also Recon, chills are pretty good. Invisibugs will always be pretty good, as Jayhawk did. What slayers do people do for money nowadays? Tarantula and Blaze. They're the only two that are realistically viable as pure slayer. But yeah, if you see, as soon as I place my black hole, it instantly gets captured. However, if I don't jump, it takes quite a while. It takes quite a while to capture them if I don't jump. That's why I also have a balloon snake on and things very, very optimized. What about non-pure slayer? Tier 3 Blaze. I really wish it was different, but yeah, no. It's just tier 3 Blaze. Otherwise. I mean, realistically, Tarantula's not bad, because Voracious Spider's pretty decent. Or early Tarantula's not too bad, because Voracious... Damn. Is there a Discord server for Slayers? I think mine's the closest you'll get, to be honest with you. I genuinely think my server's probably the closest you'll get to that. See, Slayers aren't really a thing that people... Slayers aren't a thing that's like... It's... I don't think Slayers are even as big as hunting, actually, in some ways. RCM settable Crown of Avarice first. Crown of Avarice. Good sword for Slayers. The Slayer sword. Whatever sword... like, you use... whatever sword you get from the Slayer collections. Revs, Reaper Falchion. Unless, obviously, you don't have them unlocked, but... then, Bouquet of Lies, Felthorn, Giant Sword, Claymore, all of those work fine. I wish people kept Slayers more. Same, I agree. Unfortunately, it's not exactly the player base's fault. It's kind of Hypixel's fault. Hypixel's ignored Slayers so much over the years. I mean, they're kind of... it's understandable that they've been forgotten by the player base. Why is Crown of Avarice good? Because it buffs... it's very strong with additive damage, basically. More additive damage you do, the better Crown of Avarice gets. Or more additive damage you have, the better Crown of Avarice will get. There was not Slayers. Correct. That's because the first video was meant as a preparation for the rest of them. First video is me prepping. It is a series, not a standalone video. If it was a standalone video, then fair enough to be upset. But it is a series. The first episode is me getting prepared to actually be Slayer locked. From this point, I no longer... why did you ignore my song request? Oh shit, my bad. From this point onwards, I'm not allowed to do anything other than Slayers, because I've used all my tokens. I don't think I ever actually said that I would do Slayers in that video. Why Hypixel YouTube make videos about Windcraft? Because they're pretty similar. They're quite similar games in many ways. They're both, or at least... Crazy, I got 3k Discord members in a month. I did not. 2k, yes, I did not. I didn't get 3k though. Hey chat, we're closing in on iCalazar's Discord. Chat, we're not that far away from iCals. Pretty cool, right? What's this song? Starlight by Muse. Actual banger. Let me get the song request on though. Who didn't get a shiny wool? Yeah, that's the one. Should I buy a carry for tier 3 to unlock Burning Crimson? Yeah, I would. Did you have lamb roast dinner? I had lamb, pork, chicken. But yeah, there's a decent overlap between skyblock and Windcraft. Kind of making it a pretty valid thing to make for the creators to make videos on, especially when we're in quite a content drought for skyblock. Hypixel player count is so down. Well, yeah. That's because it's just not the current popular server type. Does fire have a cunty waste? Depends on what you consider cunty. That heavily depends. Donut SMP. Like, SMP servers are the current popular server type. PvP servers are kind of, I guess, kind of out of popularity now. So Hypixel just isn't it anymore. Will you be using Saving Grace? No, I am not allowed to. I'm no longer allowed to use it. I have banned myself from using Saving Grace. MMOs are down at the moment. I mean, it makes sense why MMOs are down. I mean, realistically, in an age where instant gratification is so huge, game modes where you have to spend a lot of time grinding obviously won't be as popular. I feel like that just makes sense. Slothy Owo with a tier, no, not tier 5, sorry, with the 5 gifted. My goat. Thank you very much. GG to everyone. Yeah, that's what that does, Secret. That's what that does. GG to everyone that got a sub, though. I hope that answers your question. This takes so much longer than it did on my my other profile. Mostly because I have literally less than half of the magical power. We'll have it done soon. We'll have it done soon. We'll have it done soon. Do you do drugs? No, I do not. I'm a good boy. I would never. Unless the price is right, then maybe. No, drugs in this economy? No. My goodness. Right away with the tier 1. No, not tier 1. With the gifted. Jesus Christ, I cannot read. Good lord. Correct line with the gifted. My goat. Spy Train, GG. And thank you very much. Best possible armor for Blaze Slayer. 3/4 Infernal Crimson with a Crown of Avarice. 1 billion coin Crown of Avarice. That is, by the way. You will die in the next 2 hours. Thanks, man. I'm so glad for the confidence. Realistically, Tarantula is the only one that I'm actually scared of. Actually, that's not true. I'm more scared of Sven than I am of Tarantula. Because once I've finished Sven, Tarantula's going to be free. Due to... Oh, no, not the lag, not the lag. Nope, I ain't dealing with that. That's... No. What would you recommend I do? Practice. You have the stuff that you need. It is, in the nicest way possible, absolutely a skill issue. Actually, to be fair, I don't know how much MP you have. /warp. Jungle. Restart? We went over this earlier. It was scary? Yes. They are. Hypixel's server is so far. Why is, oh yeah, trading, I guess. W. We went over it. Yeah, we went over it earlier. Wait, Ari the monkey. Oh. A famous person's in here. A famous guy's in here. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, by the way, to the people that who either commented on the video or have been in the chat saying about that there was no Slayers in the video. Yeah, the video would be like an hour and a half if I actually carried on through the Slayer streams as well. I barely managed to get it under an hour. And honestly, I don't really want a movie length episode 1, I'll be completely honest with you. Like, I don't want like a reasonable movie length episode 1. What do I need for tier 5 Tarantula on a budget? Mastiff armor and a poach sword. You still pedal farming? Not at the moment, no. Mostly because I have quit my main and there's no good reason for me to anymore. One build Crown of Avarice is better than 15 star Infernal Crimson? Yes. In some ways, it's kind of more they'd have different uses. Essay that, alright, buddy. Why did you did clickbait, it's fine. I, in fact, did not clickbait. There is, in fact, absolutely no clickbait in the title. I don't know where the clickbait is. If you wanna tell me where the clickbait is, then go for it, but there is, in fact, no clickbait. Just enticing clicks? There's none of that either. What? I am confused. If I have done clickbait, then I would be more than happy to be told what it is. But I don't think I have. What about the word Slayers? Brother, the series is called Slayer to Hyperion. It's not a single episode. It's not a one video. It is an entire series. It is the first episode of a series. A series called Slayer to Hyperion. Of which, during the video, I explained why there is no Slayers in the first stream. Or in the first video. It is quite literally called, the series itself is Slayer to Hyperion. I don't know how much more specific I can get than that. Slayer from nothing to Hyperion. Yes. I'm following the same format that most people do. There's a reason it says 1 at the end. That is to indicate that it is the first episode of said series. From rich to poor is crazy. Correct, but crazy. Chat, being broke has never felt so good. I'll be honest. Being poor has never felt so good. How do you get Slayer Sack? You do Zombie Slayer. I've never been happier to be broke. Where's the mini? Found it. Found it. We good. Oh, you hurt. Why hurt? Stop that. I'm starting to remember why I don't like the jungle. Like, yes, it is definitely faster. Honestly, I might, part of me, no, like, part of me wants to go back to the hub, but at the same time, like, money. You know? Like, jungle, I need the jungle for how much money it will make me. It's just too good for that. It's too good for its given purpose. Alright, how much are we looking at? 3.8 million coins. Huge. That's actually quite a lot. I can get some MP with that. Actually, I don't think I can actually get any MP, thinking about it. I think my my accessory bag's too small. It is. GG. No more MP for me. Not much I can do about that. That sucks, actually. That really does suck. Like, if I was able to do enough damage with a shaman sword to be able to use Mastiff, then that'd be amazing. Because that'd make this a whole lot less scary. That would definitely make this a whole lot less scary. If you die right now, is that the actual end of this profile? Yes. Unless I, like, die to a major lag spike where the entire server freezes or something. In which case, I'm not gonna count that, obviously. That's completely outside of my... my control. I mean, you know, if the server starts lagging and I die, then that's my fault. But if like the whole server freezes, that's a bit of a different story. Definitely didn't start a quest. Definitely forgot to start a new quest. Nah, So like what? I can't get any more. I can't get more accessories right now, so I can't use Mastiff. How much Hunter Fortune you got? Not much, maybe like 30. 33. Damn good guess, by the way. Can I just mention how good of a guess that was? Shit. No, not you. Ah! Follow! This way! No! Please don't kill it. Where'd it go? Right. I don't think that's mine, no? Is that mine? I don't think that's mine. No, it's definitely not mine. This way, buddy. This way, little guy. Are we actually restart? It's a 1 block high! There is no way you're struggling with that. Why is there another one? Alright, I guess I'm swapping lobbies. Why is there so many people? What the fuck? Honestly, I think it's going to be more worth it just to go to the hub at this point. It will be less money, but I don't know, man. Hey, 5 mil. What? Not bad. What snake boss are you most scared of? Tier 5 Tarantula. I think Tier 5 Tarantula is going to be the scariest. Swiping hotbar with bouquet of lives and giant sword. Should I enchant the bouquet of light? What? Yes, enchant the bouquet. Yes. Banger of a song. Can you show your setup for E-Man? I can't do E-Man on this profile. I don't have an E-Man setup here. I don't got one of those. Yeah, let's just go through like 6 different commands before I remember the right one. I can play this song on piano. I kind of want to learn it. I don't know how to play piano, but like I feel like it would be kind of a cool song to learn. 18 hours and 23 seconds. Like what? My Song Venus is just like, it's a historic song at this point. I mean, not historic, but you know what I mean. It's a good song. Nostalgic, that's the word. Thank you. I am a big fan. I mean, to be fair, if I can't get more, no, the magical power is the thing that would realistically help the most when it comes to Sven. But then again, like, whilst I can't afford magical power, I should probably be putting the rest of my money into attributes, you know? Realistically. Can you name all Skyblock Islands in chronological order? No, I haven't been playing since the game started. I mean, I'd assume the private island is the first one, and the hub, but I actually don't know what came after that. I don't know what the first islands in the game were. Congrats on 7K. Wait, we hit 7K? I thought I was still at 6.9. Let's go! Wait, that's insane. Hold on, I'm only 3K off of 10. Jesus fucking Christ. Wait, that's wild. Holy shit. Well, I swear it wasn't that long that I was excited over 5K. God damn. God fucking damn. 10K actually soon. Good lord. That's gone by scarily fast, actually. Fucking hell. Deserve the 7K? Well, thank you. So, YouTube prank next week. Oh, if only. If only. You gotta talk to Mol. I don't want to talk to Molbert. I know talking to Molbert would make my life easy. Would make it better. Because then I would see how many kills I need. But, like, I don't want to talk to Molbert. I'm a racist, and I'm racist against moles. Specifically against moles. And so I don't want to talk to that filthy mole. Oh my god! 3 hearts! Jesus Christ, why? Can you even get YouTube rank with your history? Yeah, I mean, probably. What's your Discord? In the description. So you just said you're racist. Specifically towards moles. Specifically moles, okay? Only moles. Mole people are the only race that I don't like. Because that I have to talk to them. And they show up on... They show up on my scoreboard. And then I don't want to deal with that. Because they take time. And they have unskippable dialogue. Everyone has unskippable dialogue. But like... You get my point. No, you don't. If iCalazar can get it, anyone can. Speaking of iCal, chat, 700 more people into the Discord, and we have officially overtaken iCal's Discord. Only 700 more. Honestly, not that far off. Genuinely not that far off, which is crazy to say. I actually, like, genuinely a crazy thought. Your cookie is almost out. It's got 19 hours. That's quite a while. That's quite a while. I mean, what? Getting 10 mils not a lot, not that much. Like getting 10 mils not that crazy. This is annoying. Biggest bird in the scene. Bird. Right. I have some money. I have a bit of money to spend. I have some coinage. A little, damn. Lino, thank you for the follow. How do. Right. So, now I have a small problem. If I want to use Mastiff armor, I do technically need a new pet. Well, you see. Ankylosaurus is really good because, defense becomes strength. Mastiff armor is like minus 1,000,000 defense per piece, or 1,000, and that's not ideal. Slim Smiley, thank you for the follow. Y2XS, thank you for the follow as well, was good. Enjoy your homemade cake, sir. I don't think I can afford a T-Rex right now. I think that's out of my price range, unfortunately. What's that you're going to do to use some money? Spider is going to be the end game player. Yeah, that's like 10 mil. Laxical, thank you for the follow. And TTV Royal Clown, welcome in. How is it going? Can't really use Enderman. Let's see. Riverside, thank you for the follow as well. What? Damn, that's a lot of followers. Have I been botted? Decent you, not too bad at all. Meow, meow, how do I catch those meow, meow, meow. A minute. I can't actually catch it, but I can show you how to do it. So where is it? There we go. We have a corridor. Let me get my net out. So you hold your net, and you stand still next to it, and you stare at it. Godly, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. And you stare at it. And you stare at it. And then the name will turn yellow, and you stare at it, and then the name disappears, and then you throw your net and you catch it. Right, let me think. So T-Rex would make Sven a lot easier. Because I could use Mastiff. I'm probably gonna need a T-Rex to do Tarantula, because I'm gonna use Mastiff for Tarantula. Then again, I also need I need a lot of stuff actually. How many friends you got on your friends list? I don't know. There's 168 pages, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not about to calculate that. I'm not gonna figure out how many that takes. I'll be honest. That's a lot. And my math skills aren't that good. I wish they were. Damn it, there's a guy in here. I'm gonna catch that before I leave, though. Does the Crown of Avarice become better than the Warden? Around 100 mil-ish. But keep in mind, you also need a lot of attributes as well for additive damage to make it actually better. What's the mod pack name? It is in my Discord. The mod pack is downloadable from my Discord. I wish I could get it on Modrinth. Unfortunately, I as much as I try, I can't. As hard as I try to get it on Modrinth, it just doesn't let me. Where am I? Oh, Galatea, nice. What are the new rules? Is Warden Helmet worth getting? I mean, I'd say yes. It's a pretty good, is it not getting approved? It's not getting approved, but it's also not getting denied. It's just endlessly under approval. I have tried 6 times. And I gave up. When I see you crying, but I just know who I am. What is getting approved? I left it. Oh, I was talking about my mod pack being a pain in the ass. Modrinth isn't approving it, but it also isn't denying it. Fence sitting Ludwig looking. Sorry, that was too far. Fence sitting looking at. New rules. So new rules are basically that in order to make it a little bit harder, saving grace is no longer allowed at all. Saving graces is a no-go, and spirit masks are a one-time use. Once a spirit mask has been used, I must take it off and put it in a chest. I cannot sell it until I have the hype. Once I have the hype, I can sell it and do whatever the hell I want with that money. But until the hype has been purchased, I cannot get rid of those spirit masks. Just like, you know, to prove that I'm obviously not selling them for the hype. You know? Are you using Modrinth as a launcher? I mean, Modrinth is a... I use Modrinth, yeah. But yeah, sorry, as far as back. So, is Spirit Mask the same rule for Phoenix? No, I'm gonna say Phoenix can be used as many times as I want. Simply because, obviously, Phoenix isn't a best-in-slot item. If realistically, to make Phoenix good, I would have to pet rule for it. Which makes it already difficult in of itself. A zip file? Oh no, I have. I've got it in. I've got it in Mediafire as a download. Oh, I cannot wait to get a fire veil. Die, you bastard! I hate these creatures. You know what? Okay, unironically, who designed these and made them move so goddamn fast? Okay, here we go. Bro, honestly, fighting the alpha is scarier than fighting the boss. Kind of like Blaze Slayer in that way. Alright, we good. Making some pizza now? Alright, enjoy your pizza, sir. Right, what have I missed? What's special about Spirit Mask? So, Spirit Mask basically lets you cheat death. On a cooldown, it allows, it means you don't die, pretty much. If you were to die, you immediately get, yeah. If you're dealt a fatal blow, it just revives you. Like, you don't die on a cooldown. It gives you invincibility. Or not invulnerability. Not invulnerability. Infinite life? I don't know, man. I can't remember what the word is. Top 3 nicest streamers. Even tells people something they can search in the wiki in 5 seconds. Yes. I mean, feels like a bit of an asshole move to say you just go in the look in the wiki. I don't know. I mean, do you have a creator code? I unfortunately do not. I am not nearly big enough for that. Only friends with the follow, by the way, and Spit Slayer. Thank you for the prime. No, Sprit Slayer. My bad. I said that so wrong. I'm sorry. I only had a second to actually look at the name. I'm sorry. It took a second to read. My bad. Oh, puppy's in air jail. GG. It's one of the most fun things to do is to put the dogs in air jail. Why not go use Wiki? I mean, look, I could tell them to go use Wiki, and I usually do tell them to go use Wiki. Like, I usually do say, go and use the Wiki. But with that, I mean, with that being said, it takes me less time to answer the question for them to go and look at the wiki. You know? I will say that like wiki and stuff has the answers to a lot of this stuff sometimes, but I will also just answer the question. Might as well, you know. When Wikiman is right. Oh, sorry, I read that very much the wrong way. Sorry. Really can just stand still during blaze except for the fire pits? Yes. Now you understand my complaints. Could you show how you have your pack set up? I'm trying to use the blaze one, but it's not working. Are we talking... I'm assuming you're talking about the blaze texture pack. With the ears, yes. Is my assumption. I would like the Cassia one. Do you have EMF and ETF downloaded? They are two mods that it is reliant on. Basically, what the two do is it allows for custom model entities to be in the game. Or custom entity models and stuff. Custom entity model and custom entity textures. Are they in your mod pack? Pretty sure they are. As for... Okay. If it's not... Oh, God. If it's not working, then I'll... Jesus Christ, I don't know. It should work. I mean, I don't have them turned on at the moment. Why are you hunting even when you don't have any tokens left? Because I'm doing a Slayer. Hunting during the spawn is just simply a part of Slayers after foraging. In the same way as pet leveling is also a part of mining or a part of foraging. You don't have quest even. Yeah, that's because I'm an idiot. That's a completely separate thing. Give me a second on the song quest. That's a whole separate thing. That's just because I'm a dumbass. Which people do people use for a Phoenix? Usually rod swap. People usually use a rod swap for stuff like Phoenix. EMF and what? ETF. Or I think it's ETF. I want to say it's ETF, I think. Are you One Piece fan? Yeah, but no. I have watched it, but it's also really long. Is this an ad? It does sound kind of like an ad, doesn't it? It does sound like an advert. I can't help but feel like, Chat, have you tried hypixel skyblock? The best game mode to cure all of your boredoms. Do you see yourself staring out into the void and thinking, I wish there was more to this? Well, try Arlan's mod pack. It makes the game look infinitely better, alongside something like the Rethinking Voxel shader pack. I mean, look at this sky. Isn't it stunning? Isn't it looking amazing? What did I join into you? Why are you in an advert? Someone put this as a song request, so, and then someone said you in an advert, so I thought I'd make it a reality, you know? Do I have your permission to blow up the world? Yeah, sure, why not? Not really too sure why you need my permission for that, but whatever. Chad, have you tried Hypixel Skyblock? The game will take your soul and make you addicted to a game. Try it out now at... Wait, what? That's not the right IP. That's wrong. You must have misspoken. Try it now at play.hypixel.net. Trust us. We won't take your soul, your money, your everything, your girlfriend, your house, your life, your car. Trust me. You'll like it here. Again, you don't have a Slayer quest. I'm pretty sure I do. I do not. In my defense, because I haven't talked to Molbert, it doesn't actually tell me when I do and don't have a Slayer quest. Why is it always the alphas? Leave me alone! I don't like alphas, chat. I don't like alphas. I'm more of a beta kind of guy, you know? I like people weaker than me that I can bully and treat like dirt. That's what you're meant to do as you start to gain traction on the internet, right? I don't want to talk to Moleboy. Okay, so when did you gain the powers of teleportation? Yeah, when did that happen? Why are you walking diagonally, fucking crab looking ass? That was a little close for comfort. Don't really like being at half health. Bro is insulting a Minecraft dog. Yeah, well, it insulted my health bar first, so. Take that. Start quest? Thanks. Your video was fire? Thank you. Appreciate it. It took a little while to edit. Actually, it didn't take that long. POV, beta bitch gets dominated by alpha. Okay. You're not wrong. You're technically not wrong. But we don't need to call it that. We don't need to say it like that. Oh no! No! Not again! 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 No! Not again! Not again! Not again! Not again! Safe. Don't die. I mean, I'm not trying to. What are your thoughts about Kanye West? He has some good music. Takes. Questionable. He has some questionable opinions. One or two, just a couple of questionable opinions here and there, you know. Probably better not to agree with quite a lot of them. Otherwise, you'll be ostracized. Although, to be fair, going off of his opinions, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Kanye does use his, he does use his free speech. He is a true believer in free speech. Isn't there a genre about a bratty power bottoming? Yeah, probably. Rusty32, thank you for the follow. How we doing? Did you start the quest? I did not. Thanks. Wait till the Sven Sigma. Chat, what do we want to bet? What do we want to bet that the mini-boss for Tier 5 Sven is going to be called Sigma? What do we want to bet here? It's going to be like Sven Sigma is the mini-boss for Tier 5. Why didn't you have Spirit Mask? Because they're a one-time use right now on this profile. The rules have changed a little bit. Spirit Masks are a one-time use, and they're really expensive. I can't really afford that. Actually, I think it's a really bad place to be fighting the boss, thinking about it. Like, all things considered, this is a horrific place to be fighting the boss. It is, like, the worst part of the entire cave. Probably going to be called Edgar. I mean, that would go pretty hard, I can't lie. I need your opinion. Should I put 126 grams or 165 grams of kidney beans on the pit? Or 200... Sorry. Sorry. Why are we putting kidney beans on a pizza? Do you do bingo? I do not. Yeah. Main question there. Why are we putting kidney beans on a pizza? Just like asking for a friend, of course. WXP share? Oh, that is some magic find. That is some magic find. Okay. On bingo, I mean GG. But that's still some magic find. You should start the quest. I swear I did. Did I not? I did not. Talk to Mulbert. I don't want to talk to Mulbert. I will learn this the long way. Eventually my brain will accept my shortcomings. And be open to learning. Until that day happens, I'm gonna be a pathetic little loser. Talk to Mulbert, bro. But, like, my racist tendencies towards mole people. I'm not sure if I can give that up. It's not happened in the past 5 years. In the past 5 years, I've had autoslayer. I haven't had to learn. I haven't had to adapt because I haven't been put into a... Oh, guy! Alpha! No, leave me alone! No. You are worse than the boss! I don't need both of them! I am... okay. That's just how my voice is, man. Nope. I don't know what the hell that was, spinning, running that quickly, but... Why we are not weapon swapping? Is it a money thing? No, it's because I'm a dumbass. I actually do have a shaman sword. It's because I'm an idiot. Is One Bill Crown of Avarice the best helmet in the game? Yes. Look like that? They are so cute. Do Minecraft dogs not normally look like this? I mean, maybe I'm just being dumb, but like, do Minecraft dogs genuinely not usually look like that? Turn on Sky Honey quest warning. I don't wanna. It says resource pack. Is it? What's different about how they look? Look at me. Look. Are we dead ass? Oh, thank you. So, like, the instant I need them to look at me, they don't. Yeah, I see how it is. Fair enough. Fire check DMs. Give me a second. They seem fluffy. I kind of think they're just white, no? Like, from my point of view, they're kind of just white. I don't think they seem particularly fluffy or non-fluffy. I don't know. They're kind of just like one shade of white for the most part. I mean, I guess the back of them's a little different. Safe. Does your room smell like cheese? I don't think so. Are we getting autoslayer right now? That is the goal. I mean, I haven't done tarantula yet because I would quite like to have mastiff due to being scared for my life. Primarily caused by being a shitter. Why do you only have half your headphones on? Because I like to be able to hear myself. Do you bury your... I don't have a dog. Oh, you're not talking to me either. That's fair. So you have one death, right? Yes. Is Livid Dagger worth using on an Iron Man? If you drop it, yeah. I would say it's for sure if you drop it. No reason not to. Do you kiss your viewers some? I don't believe so. Maybe. But risk losing my face. I feel like you haven't trained your dogs very well. If you have to risk you losing, I mean, to be fair, if they're rescues, then that's fair. Hypercleave is better than Livid. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, actually. Livid is it is a weapon of all time nowadays. You have a death, yeah, it's caused basically by the way that you have to set up a mod is by standing near an enemy and staring at it whilst pressing a button. Although the way it was explained wasn't great. So I end up kind of taking a lot of damage whilst trying to set it up for certain mobs. So we're not counting it? We are not. Two Tibetan ooh. After killing 1 million blazes, do you like blazes? I have not killed 1 million blazes. What? I am not even close to killing 1 million. I wish I had that kind of. I wish I was able to do that, but I ain't spending the multiple years that would take. Ooh. 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 Safe. Leave me alone. Other question. You're questioning my taste. At the same time, you're British and eat British food. I eat very minimal British food. Fun fact about me. I'm also a classically trained chef who has worked in multiple Michelin star restaurants, so, fun fact. Fun fire fact. Fact of the day. Are you #1 Blaze? Nope. Are you sexually attracted to slayers? Yes. No. No. If you could tell me what I could do to increase my damage towards E-Man, I probably won't PV you. That being said, magical power is probably the best thing to guess. Hey, could this stuff sell? Do you like Blaze? I'll be honest, I stopped liking Blaze quite a bit before the 100k. I stopped liking Blaze when admins removed all of the skips that made the boss actually fun in the first place. Unfortunately, it's not as enjoyable anymore. They ruined it. Admins did their thing. And they made the boss less fun. Where's Elite? Which one's Elite again? It's not you, 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 it's not you. Is it Barbarian Duke? Is it you? No, that's Warrior. Which one's Elite again? I found it. Feel like that's a worse choice than Bob Duke. Feel like that's a worse choice. I mean, I guess to be fair, it's cheaper. Like Power Dragon is cheaper. I mean, I can't afford all of them. 10 mil, yeah, that's a lot of money. So let me get 6. And then spend a little bit of money on these. Can I afford 4? I can. I don't want to spend any more money because obviously I kind of need some money left over. That should increase damage by a little bit now. Where did my bouquet of lies go? There it is. That should increase money by a little bit. Yeah, less of that. Less of that, sir. W mods. Hi, mods here. Is there a Fat Cat 121 version? Yes. I personally don't like it very much. How do you have Blaze Hater in your friends list? They friended me, and I click the accept button. Now they're in my friends list. That's the short version. I mean, the long version is the same, but I can tell you the long version as well if you want. Wow. There we go. Where's those DMs? Message requests. I don't know which one you are. Wait, what's... Hi. Hi, yeah, that happens. I unfortunately, that's kind of normal. Just don't do bosses too close to walls. That is a normal thing. Hi, what's the guild? I am not in a guild. I quite like being a solo player. I mean, what? If at some point I were to get invited to one of the bigger guilds again, maybe I would have accepted it, but I kind of like just being in a... I kind of like just being solo. To be honest with you. Hey, I mean, damage increased by a tiny bit. It wasn't a big bit, but it was a little. Once or if those shards sell, I can definitely afford to pick up. I'll probably get some endstone protectors. Make your own guild. I don't really want to. Once again, I like being a solo player. When Claymore, I literally can't use it. Like I don't know. I just don't really want to have a guild again. Used to have one. Never really cared much. Oh, that's expensive. Right. I can afford 2. What was the boss time on Blaze before they removed Double Demon? Like 14 seconds. I mean, my personal best was, I think, 15 or... No, just under 15. But people that were better at the game and more willing to sweat it a bit more, definitely got some extremely fast times. Idiot! Idiot! Yeah, get sucked, nerd! What? Still decent. Voodoo is decent. I don't know what it's used. I don't know what it's best for now, to be fair. But yes, Voodoo is good. Even though making a shit ton of money. To me, it's not about the kill times. I don't care long kill times. I don't care if it was if it got nerfed to like 30-second kill times. I wouldn't care. That's fine. The longer kill times, in my opinion, aren't necessarily a bad thing. It's the fact that they removed every mechanic from the boss that made it fun in the first place. What? Alright, well, GG, I guess. That's that. Fucking what? Did I just get one shot? Huh? Did I actually just get one tapped? Oh, yo! Well, that's cooked. Alright, GG, I guess. What the fuck was that? What the actual fuck was that? Yo, can I get a clip real quick? I want to watch that shit back. What the fuck was that? Why did I just get one shot? What the fuck? GG, I guess. Alright, cool. I kind of have no words. What the actual fuck was that? Not sure how I'm meant to react there. I'm not sure how I'm meant to react to literally getting one-tapped by the boss. For kind of no good reason. Fucking what? Okay, brilliant. The clip starts literally at the exact same time that I die. Wonderful. Great. That's not helpful. Hold on. That's not helpful at all. Alright, move on. Where's this death? Why did I get one tapped? Or did I get one tapped, or was it like hard? Put it on the big screen. You're right. I mean, technically I didn't get one tapped. It was 3-tap, yeah? It was a 3-tap, but like... From what? But like... From what and how? Genuinely from what and how? Like, it wasn't a 1-tap. But what the actual fuck caused that? You died? Yeah. I just can't figure out why. Like, it's not like the boss isn't hitting me. So you can't call the whole thing like, you know, the boss's damage increases when it's not hitting you, by the way, if you're not aware. If you're not aware, the boss's damage does increase when it's hitting you. When it's not hitting you. But like, okay, so one hit. Okay, it's not here, it's later. It's after pubs. Like, boss is hitting me. Boss is... Bro, how the fuck is anybody meant to survive that? What happened? Genuinely, what happened? How is anybody meant to win that? What the actual fuck was that? Hypixel. Genuinely, what is that? Like, unironically, what the actual fuck was that? How is any human being meant to survive that? Just use water next time. That's not even my fault. How is anybody meant to... How is anyone meant to survive that? That's another reset? That is another reset. But how is genuinely any human being meant to... Like, that doesn't even make sense. That is the most restarted thing possible. If you talked to Mulbert, you would have survived. I just wouldn't, though, would I? I just wouldn't. Nothing would have survived me getting literally 3-tapped. From nothing. No, I didn't mean to fucking oh, goddamn, I didn't mean to swap profiles. You know what, chat? That is genuinely the most stupid death in the entire profile. That is actually the most stupid death so far because I couldn't do anything about it. There is no reason I should have died there. Nothing should have caused that death. That's what's pissing me off about it. I died because Hypixel said, yeah, that's over. You died? Yeah, the boss just decided to insta-kill me, but for no good reason. Because Hypixel's just like that. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. Why is that a death? Why is that actually, like, why is that killed me? That doesn't make sense to kill me. That doesn't make sense to have killed me, though. That shouldn't have killed me. It's hitting me faster than it should be capable of hitting me. When you get a lag spike and 2 ticks of damage happen near back-to-back as opposed to damage, wait, you know when things catch up after you lag. But it's not lagging, though, is it? I mean, unless it is lagging, in which case we are actually safe. But I don't think it was lagging. Is the thing. I don't think it was lagging. I think it's just Hypixel saying fuck yourself. So there's the first tick. There's the first damage. Second one does half my health again instantly. And then we just die. Like within 2 ticks. It hits me faster than it should ever hit me. Why? Why? I don't understand. I do not understand. That doesn't make sense. Did you die? I did, yeah. I'm trying to figure out why, though. I'm trying to work out why I died. Because I shouldn't have died. So you're gonna do another profile or now? Not too sure, actually. Genuinely not too sure. Your rules are outdated. Oh, Jesus Christ, they are extremely outdated. That's not even for this series. Why? Why was that a kill? Why does that kill, though? First damage tick is 50% of your health. Yeah, the first damage tick is 50% of your health. That's fine. That's normal. That's normal for Sven. The 50% of your health thing, that's completely normal for Sven. The second hit is not. My health hasn't even gone down yet. Bro, my health hasn't even gone down. Bro, my health didn't even go down! My health didn't even fucking go down! Like, yeah, look, okay, the first hit, that's fine. That's fine. First hit down to 792 health, that's normal. That's normal for Sven. It does that. The boss does that. If you've done Sven, you know that it does that from time to time. You know that it does that. My health doesn't even go up. It doesn't change. It doesn't go down again. It just dies. What do you mean it just dies? So, it didn't even have time to update itself. Here's the 50%. And just insta-dead. What the actual fuck? You already deleted the profile. I did not. I still have it. It's right there. What the actual fuck? Health number stays the same, then you die. What the actual fuck? Perfect time to join the stream. Yeah, welcome in, Flamesaven. I'm trying to figure out why I died, though. From the wolf behind. The wolf behind shouldn't do 50% of my health. The wolf behind me should not do 50% of my health bar. Why not frag your Shadow Assassin? Because that's expensive. There also isn't a wolf behind me. Though there is also not a wolf behind me, by the way. Like, you can say from the wolf behind you, there isn't a wolf behind me. There was not a wolf behind me at any point. I don't know, Sven, so rip. But yeah, first, it shouldn't do its main attack twice in a row. Did you have flashback / replay going? No, you'd be able to see if it hit me. Yeah, it's dead. See, that wolf died. That wolf behind me is dead. I killed it. See, it's dead. That wolf is gone. That wolf is dead. It's dead. I killed it instantly. Like, my cleave killed it instantly. And we're just dead. From fucking where? From fucking what? From what? That doesn't make sense. Like, I shouldn't be dead. The invisible alpha decided it's your time. I am tempted to just say that's Hypixel being a bitch. Because that shouldn't be dead. That should not be a death under any circumstance. 50% health, that's fine. That's normal, that's fine. For losing 50% of health is fine. Poll? Maybe. But yeah, losing 50% of health is fine. But, like what? First, why am I down to 2 hearts now? It hasn't updated, and we just die instantly. Sure, I guess. Sure. We get one going in there. 1 hour of silence occasionally broke. It's a banger video, by the way. A banger video. Right, that's clear. That's okay. That's not a thing in here, right? now I look like an idiot. Thanks you, YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. What this song called? Drunk in Japan by the Kites. Honestly, a genuine banger. We pop that in the YouTube chat as well. It's taking rather a... Yeah, what's Mumbo Jumbo done? What? That is up there as one of the genuine most cooked things that's happened to me in this game. How are you going to explain this in your YouTube video? That the game is cooked. What do you mean? How am I going to... I'm going to explain it the exact same way that I did in literally just then. Is going through the fact that the game itself is for some reason killing me when it shouldn't be. And the chat... Both chats have voted. The words hardcore loses all of its meaning. Okay, hardcore, yes, does lose all its meaning, but you have to also understand that we are playing on Hypixel. Hardcore Hypixel is very different to hardcore vanilla. You can't play a true hardcore on this server. Simply due to how unpredictable and incorrect the server itself is. Yo, Apprentice. Thank you for the follow. How are we doing? Like, I don't think a true hardcore is genuinely possible on this server without constantly having saving graces running to keep you alive. Even Bubblegum, the hardcore Iron Man, permanently has a saving grace running, so they can't die. How do I join your Discord? It is in the description. I don't know enough about Sven. Mobs are capable of doing 7 in a single tick like that. Sven is capable. Sven is capable of doing half of your health in one single hit. It shouldn't do that back to back, tick by like within a tick. Like vanilla hardcore, just spamming totems. Yeah. That being said, I think I'm gonna call Sven there. I think I'm gonna do some spider. I think I'm gonna do a very, very low. I'm gonna do like tier 2 spiders and make money to get a spirit mask, because I am now fucking terrified of Sven. I'll be completely honest with you. I am now deeply afraid of this boss. I am now deeply afraid of Sven. I don't like it very much anymore. Sven is scary. Hypixel being Hypixel. Can I private message on Discord? Yes, absolutely. Someone who wants to start streaming. Yeah, just press the go live button and talk. So why don't we restart even though we died? Because the chat came to the agreement that it is a bullshit death that is caused by Hypixel being Hypixel. That should not have happened. So you shouldn't be allowed any spirit mask. I disagree, because I think the way that I'm treating spirit mask is better than not using any. The way that I'm treating spirit mask is that they are a one-time use thing, and I think that is better than no spirit mask. Spirit masks are like almost 30 million coins per, by the way. What would be a normal death in your eyes? Something that isn't caused either by... something that's within my control. So, for example, something that is caused by a genuine bug in the game, or something that should not have happened. Like that. The boss should not be able to hit me for 50% of my health twice in one tick. That is not how Sven works. If I change my game name, do I lose my profiles on Hypixel? Nah, you good. Holy S Anon? Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Should be only allowed once, and buying a second one should change that. It would take away the gravity. I would agree if it wasn't a Slayer to Hyperion challenge. Since this challenge is Slayer to Hyperion, meaning I have to make enough money to buy a Hyperion, I think the fact that I have to choose between having... I have to spend 30 million coins on a one-time use item is quite a big decision, in my opinion. Oh, video... one sec. In my opinion, the fact that I have to spend 30 million coins on a one-time use item, that's quite a lot, no? Like, 30 mil is quite a lot, especially considering that I'm not going to be making that much money. Like, I doubt I'll ever get to a point in the game where I'm making 30 mil an hour. So that's going to be over an hour of work for a single item. You can still sell it. I cannot sell it. As I said earlier, but if I die, it doesn't count. If I die, this doesn't count. This is not my fault. This is not my fault. If I die, this doesn't count, chat. No, it doesn't. No. I want to make that clear. Balls and Bullets, new main Discord server? No. BBC Balls and Bullets stays exclusive. Slash death count, it's on 2. First one is due to trying to set up a mod and it not working properly. The second one is due to Sven doing something that Sven should not be doing. So it's not hardcore, basically. Okay, so Redfish, as I said to someone earlier, I don't think a true hardcore is physically possible on Skyblock. Like, as I said earlier, I don't think a true hardcore is possible on this game. Just due to the fact that, what, hypixel is... You know, you have enough hours in hypixel to know that the server itself is so fucking inconsistent. That it's not some... Deaths aren't something you can control via pure skill. No matter how prepared you are, you'll die. No matter how prepared you are, you're gonna die. Now, that being said, why is the Keeper a shark? Why not? That being said, I feel like a better way of doing things would be to figure out a way that I can gain lives. Speak to Mulburton, maybe. Check death count. I didn't die when I got kicked from the server. It's still 2. I think a better way to... I think, honestly, if I had thought about it much before I started the profile, a better way to play the game would be to... Or the best way to do a hypixel hardcore would be to figure out a way to gain lives. Realistically. I think that would be the best way to do a hypixel hardcore. Personally, I think saving graces are a cop-out. In my opinion, saving graces are kind of just a cop-out with how easy they are to get. Why is it 2? Because Sven is a boss of all time. And hypixel is a server of all time. And apparently things can just kill you, insta-kill you. Major milestones. Each unique boss you kill, like tier 3 plus, gain 1 life. That's not a bad idea. I'll put it out as a poll on Discord later. After stream, I'll put it out as a poll asking for some ideas on it. Because honestly, when I was planning this, I was thinking about hardcore, and obviously, you know, the original thing that hypixel, I'd assume you want to cap. You wouldn't want to cap. I mean, this is a Slayer type hero, so technically it would have to have a cap. But be progressive, also true. Like, obviously, when hypixel was coming up with their hardcore, well, when hypixel mentioned hardcore, they mentioned hardcore Iron Man. And obviously, Bubblegum does a hardcore Iron Man. Now, I have talked about wanting to do a hardcore back in the original Slayer Hyperion a very long time ago now. That being said, I think that I made a mistake with trying to treat a hardcore challenge profile in the same way as a normal hardcore Slayer, a normal hardcore. In the sense that I think I made a somewhat of a mistake in trying to treat them the same way. And should have had different rules from the get-go. Reaching a major milestone in every skill, like 10 skill levels past 30. Not a bad idea either. Each Slayer level be a life. I think that's too overpowered. I think that's way too overpowered. Otherwise, I could just get Rev 9 and be done. Especially seeing as how easy Rev is. At that point, I might as well just use saving graces. start tier 3. Has to be like level 5 possibly. That's definitely not a bad idea. But yeah, I think that I made the mistake of trying to treat it like a normal hardcore profile. And removing stuff like saving graces first basically just makes it impossible. I think a hardcore in hypixel needs additional lives or a way to stop yourself from dying. Just by the nature of the game. I love how the Twitch tag is autistic. I'll give you 3 guesses as to why that is. What's Fire Sky texture pack? It's my very unfinished custom items texture pack. It's autistic. Yeah. Okay. I know it's spelled wrong. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware that I spelt it wrong. Alright. Alright, that's been brought up. That's been brought up before. I'm aware that I'm an idiot. Are you actually autistic? Yes. Do you think a normal person would spend a year and 7 months of their life alongside like almost 2,000 hours doing the same activity? A year and 4 months of that straight, by the way. 1 year and 4 months of that it is without doing something else. I spent a year and 4 months only doing Blaze Slayer. How do you highlight the spiders? A mod called EMF. Yes, that's a job. Okay, but jobs you get paid to do it. You do jobs because you get paid to do your job. I did that, most of that without really getting paid. Like, there wasn't the money incentive. Should I use a Shadow Fury or a bouquet? I personally would recommend a bouquet. How much do you make with streams and such? I would rather not say. I mean, not a ton. Not a ton. Not a lot. Enough to survive now. But back then, that's a whole different story. Brother, back then, it was like £40 a month. It was great. Why is there a femboy tag? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that one. Oh, hello, sir. Look at his Discord username. The Discord username has nothing to do with anything, okay? The Discord username is a leftover from me doing an April Fool's joke and over half of my Discord server leaving. I made a funny April Fool's where I changed the server to femboy-related stuff when I had under 100 members in there, and over half the server left. So I left mine and Secret's name as femboy-related things. For example, Secret I think is Femgod, yes? Or well, their role is Femgod. I don't know what their name is. I think their name's just Secret now. But an autistic femboy who likes grinding. Damn right. Sorry. I'm still Femgod? Exactly. See, it's me and Secret are the 2 people left over from the from the accidental purge. What was the poll for death count? It was basically some goofy shit happened with Sven that realistically shouldn't have happened without hypixel server being hypixel server. Which ended up resulting in the boss poo-tapping me when it shouldn't be able to. Oh yeah, right, the moderator role is moderator. You right. You right. You right. I love Femboy Overlord. It ain't changing. It's going nowhere. The name's staying forever. I need to have the memories of what fucked me in the first place. Should have said that better. Should have probably said that better. Considering the topic. Should have definitely I should have worded that better. That's my bad. Welcome to Skyblock, sir. So a femboy diddled you. I don't know how the hell you got that conclusion. God, I wish. No, sorry. May I please be promoted to mod? Oh. Also, hey, I'm not femgod. That's Secret. Secret's femgod. You got the wrong guy. Have you watched Invincible? I'll be honest, I actually haven't. You didn't like me? No, hi back. Oh shit, I missed it. I'm sorry. Hello, Shadow Hacks. What's good? My bad. It was not intentional. Meow, 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 meow. You've got to trust me. Might be hard, but you got to trust me. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and make a little bit of money. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and actually spend. I can't just go about the game progressing how I normally do. I think I'm gonna have to make a bunch of money. Get more prepared first before going back to Sven. Get prepared enough to the point that I can comfortably use a Mastiff and a Pooch, which means more MP, more attributes, more everything. And I'm going to be doing that probably via Spider. Maybe via E-Man. Depends on which one's better. I mean, Spider's pretty damn good, to be fair. Spider's pretty damn good, I'll be honest. I do like that it gets the name wrong, like, it gets the mob stuff wrong consistently. And just highlights literally everything. You're forgetting quest? Shit. Got any tips for a person trying to get a hype on a normal profile? If you're trying to get it as fast as you possibly can, hunting is your best option. I would strongly recommend farming, however, because greenhouse is pretty damn good to have as a thing. Oh, chat, by the way, I should probably mention, after Slayer to Hype is done, we're gonna have 2 speedrun profiles back to back. Just, not necessarily both of them being Slayers. I need preparation for a future series. Other than those 2 deaths, how's it been? It's been pretty fucking good, I can't lie. It's been pretty damn good. Maybe we please goon to femboys together. No! I need that. I will pass. Thanks for the offer, though. I was playing music with a girlfriend. I mean, understandable, breezing. How long should Heart of the Fire 6 take from mostly trees? Like 18 hours-ish. Realistically, it really depends on your start point. Like, it really depends on your starting point. Fire viewer with a go. Okay. Alright. There's a couple. There's a couple of them. There's a few. Some of them have multiple. So some of my viewers have multiple. Yeah, you didn't see that coming now, did you? I was just making per hour. I like 15 mil. It's not a ton. But considering the fact that 1, I am extremely early game. 2, I have a lot of restrictions. 3, yeah, 2, I have a lot of restrictions. 3, I can't do a higher tier Slayer. It's not done. It's not bad. Not to mention, I'm not Heart of the Forest 6. I'm not high enough level to be Heart of the Forest 6, and I don't think that there is anything that I can use to spawn a Slayer on Galatea, which really is really annoying. If there was something I could spawn Slayers with on Galatea, I could get Heart of the Forest 6 via that. Will you take Contra on this profile? No. What do you need Heart of the Forest 6 for? More hunting fortune. But that would be very good if there was something. I don't think there is. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if there would be anything that I could use to spawn a Slayer on Galatea. But I don't think so. There's no dogs, there's no spiders, there's no zombies. There's no Enderman. I don't think there's anything, which sucks. From the drown stuff? Yeah, but that would involve me getting high enough fishing level to do it. In the first place. Wouldn't chills count towards Rev? Unfortunately not, because they're not zombies. Song is Spine, right? Yeah, yeah. Is it possible for someone to see what I've dropped from Slayers? Not really. I don't think. No. Like, with the exception of, if you've had Sky Honey Hunting Tracker running from the whole thing, then yes, but... none of it. The ones that spawn in the Naturalizer. Spawn naturally. If I had enough... if I had enough, pressure resistance, then technically, yes, actually. Chat, do Striders count as zombies? Without mods, then no. No, fuck. I feel like Drowns wouldn't... I feel like Drowns might. I feel like they wouldn't count as zombies because of some dumb 121 shit. Which means I don't think there is a way to spawn a Slayer. Minor zombies. On Galatea. Hmm? Yeah, I don't think there is anything. Let me think. I don't really want to swim down because I mean, I'd die. These guys definitely don't. Yeah, they don't. Hey, no tokens? You right? Do chills count towards Rev? No. I can't. Because, like, I'm halfway through Heart of the Forest 4. So if I could figure out a way to get... to pretty much just farm Agatha's contest whilst doing Slayers, that'd be amazing. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any mobs on Galatea that work. That's annoying. That's really annoying. I don't think there's any mobs without fishing. Striders don't count towards Revs. Drowns... I don't know how to get to Drowns. And I would definitely die if I went down here. Yeah. For a token that allows to get Heart of the Forest 6. No. I mean, potentially adding a way to gain tokens wouldn't be a bad option. Where are the Drowns? I don't have any way to get there. And I require pressure and respiration. Yeah. That's really annoying. That's a shame. That would have been honestly really cool if I could figure out a way to do that. If I could figure out a way to get Heart of the Forest 6 within the confines of this profile. That would be pretty damn cool. 50 mil for one token. No, that's too easy. That's way too easy. For a token, and it gets harder each time. No. I think that I think that's too easy. 100 is too low to do. Like, is it 1 per stream? No. It was three total. Is the token system. One token per Slayer 9. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that. I like that. However, let me make it hard. Let me add an extra layer to it. Let me add an extra layer to that system. All right, let me add an extra layer to 1 token per level 9. Once I get if I use a level 9 Slayer to get a token, I can no longer do that Slayer. I think that's a pretty good trade-off. Once I get level 9 on Slayer, I can use it to get a token. However, if I do that, I'm no longer allowed to do that Slayer. I feel like that's a good trade-off, no? Otherwise, you know, I could just get level 9 in revs and then hunt golden ghouls and the profile's over. So that would involve me actually having to think somewhat strategically about getting which ones I want to use for tokens. Like if I want to get a token, I would have to use something like revs. Should do Vampire Slayer. So Vampire Slayer you can't actually die in. You actually can't die in Vampire, so joke's on you, I guess. That being said, I can't do Vampire without a token. Add 100 push-ups. Once again, 100 push-ups is pretty inconsequential. That's not that hard. I could do 100 push-ups within, like, an hour. I mean, not right now, because I'm fucking dead after yesterday's, load, but... Or having to trade an RNG drop. I think... Okay, RNG drop wouldn't be a bad idea, but I think trading the opportunity to ever get an RNG... I think trading the entire Slayer for a token is better than just an RNG drop. Because trading one RNG is cool, but I can just keep doing that. Trading the entire Slayer means I can't even get the RNG from that Slayer. Like 100 push-ups to make you suffer, plus Slayer 9 to make it right. Okay. I still think the 100 push-ups is pretty inconsequential. Gambling your items tokens. If it lands on the token, which I don't want to turn this into a gambling profile. Without trading an RNG, if you ever get it, you have to throw it out. That's not a bad option either. Equally, I don't know, man. I kind of like the idea of the Slayer level 9 thing. I feel like that fits quite nicely. I think that was a good idea from... I feel like that's a good idea from Nibster there. It's the one that sounds the best. Or at least, like, it's the one that sounds like it would fit the profile the best. What about term, though? What? What do you mean, what about term? Huh? You need some gambling in your life? By guy, I'm doing Slayer to Hyperion. Slayers are gambling by nature. What? The activity itself is gambling. You pay money to spawn a boss in the hopes that you get money back. The boss itself is gambling. W recon? Under 0.5% drops count, but you have to wipe the item unless you are level 9 in that Slayer as well as level... Wait, what? I think that's getting too complicated. You gotta think about explaining it to viewers as well. I think we might be getting too complicated here. Like, trading in a level 9 Slayer for 1 token with the trade-off that you can no longer do that Slayer, that is simple, easy to explain, plus a massive loss. Were you making bread in the background? Probably not, because I'm not at my uncle's house. Does Wednesday work the co-op stream? Yes, actually. Marina, marry me, please. Thank you for the follow. How we doing? I mean, Red, if you can explain your idea well, I'm happy to. I'm more than happy to listen. Like, nothing is set in stone. Absolutely nothing is set in stone. It's weird. That is not a good sign. That is not a good sign, sir. A 100 mil plus item and you can't buy it later. Once again, whilst I do think that's good, I like the idea of not having access to a specific Slayer. You know, if I find myself in desperate need of a token, like let's say I trade in Sven for a token. I trade in Sven for a token. Will you be using bokeh of lights for most of the profile? No. Bokeh will be my spawning weapon for most of the profile. But I will be using Slayer weapons later. But E-Man tier 4 with Burning Crimson. I would recommend like 800-ish. But like you see, 100 mil item isn't bad. But let's say if I were to trade in Sven for a token. Cool, I've lost Sven. That is a shame. Sven earns decent money, but I have lost Sven. Now then, I find myself in need of another token. I'm not going to be getting E-Man 9. Let's be completely realistic here. So I have my option of Tarantula, which makes a lot of money, and Revs, which makes a lot of money. I am losing my ability to do 2 Slayers that make... I'd have to choose between Slayers that make good money. Blaze 9 time? On guard. You're right. Fits the theme of the profile way better than money anyway. I agree that voiding a Slayer is better than money. Can I buy it from you? I won't stop using it until the end of the profile. It will just stop being my main weapon and move on to a spawn weapon. What text pack are you using for the Enderman? Fat Prism Frosted, or I think the Endermen are in Lucy's 1.21. I think that's the pack that the Endermen are from. My texture pack is a mashup of a bunch of different ones. Yo, what's good, Renders? How's it going? Basically, over 5% is a token, but you have to void unless you're Slayer level 9 in that Slayer. Slayer level 9, trade in to get token. Yeah, I think we're overcomplicating it a bit here. I think we might be overcomplicating things a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong. I actually do really like that. Don't get me wrong. I actually do really like that as an idea. If it wasn't a YouTube series as well. How on Iron Man enchant string is extremely annoying to get. No good method. On God. Look, iCalazar said it, and I strongly agree. Hypixel skyblock should really... You know in Blaze Slayer how you can drop enchanted blaze powder? You should be able to get the enchanted variant of base drops from every Slayer, in my opinion. You could just trade coins for tokens. I think losing a Slayer fits the theme once a little bit better than trading, just being able to just buy tokens. I mean, buying tokens is obviously a lot more, that is obviously a lot more understandable, so not a bad option. After dying, is there a new rule? The chat voted that it was a death based on Hypixel being a shit server. Like 50 mil or 100 mil. Okay, but you gotta consider that, like 100 million coins, you gotta consider that straight coins compared to potential coins is the consideration here. Yeah, I could pay 100 mil, but if I'm losing a Slayer, I could make multiple hundreds off of it. I'm losing the ability. I've had to spend I've had to spend all of the time getting. I've had to spend a lot of time getting to level 9 in that Slayer in the first place. Then I lose any potential coins I could make from it. Like, you know, I have the choice of. I have the choice. Give me a second on the raid, but I have the choice of, you know, getting Revenant Slayer level 9. I could get Rev Slayer level 9. It is the fastest Slayer to get to level 9. It is the easiest Slayer to get to level 9, and it won't take very much time. But Rev is one of the best Slayers to make coins in the entire game, just because of hunting. And losing Revs would be hundreds upon hundreds of millions. Alternatively, I could spend absolutely ages getting to level 9 in Sven's. I could spend forever getting to level 9 in Sven's, and then lose Sven's, which, granted, you know, Sven is less of a loss. It's not as much money per hour, but it takes way longer to get to level 9 because it doesn't have a tier 5. Is my point there. Like, I have to make the choice between getting a token quickly and losing out on something that makes me a shit ton of money, or spending half a lifetime to get a token and losing out on something that makes me a lot of money. Why don't I do the same but with E-Man level 5 or 6? Because that's no fun. It would have to be level 9. You guys with Slayer to Hype videos saw that today. I would assume so. Did you see, is it the hardcore one? I would think. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably the best way to get tokens. As for ways to get additional lives, I will put that to the Discord later. As for ways to get additional lives, I will put that to the Discord later. Almost 100 viewers. Wow. Surely I didn't just get raided by ZJ, right? Surely not. Surely that didn't just happen, right? 1 token equals X amount of lives. No, because that's not what tokens are or how they have been explained. Rev 9 make hundreds of millions of coins from hunting. So you see how whilst I'm spawning my Slayers, I'm hunting voracious spiders. You can do the same thing with Revs, except with golden ghouls. Yo, MKBC was good. What do you need extra tokens? I mean, Heart of the Forest 6 would be an incredible use of a token. Getting myself to Heart of the Forest 6 would be an amazing use of a token. What's your method for Heart of the Forest 6? Break trees. Are only 20k each, though. Yes. They are only 20k each. You're right. But this is a Slayer-only profile. You don't get a lot of them. At Heart of the Forest 6, you get at bare minimum 2 per. At Heart of the Forest 6, you get bare minimum 2 per, with the chance of getting 6. You'll fairly often get at least 3 per. But you can get 4, 5, 6 shards from one mob. That's quite a lot. Final money we can probably Spider. Spider is likely going to be the end game here. Crimson would be way better if I was able to get it. Unfortunately, due to the token system that I have and rep being daily, I would not have many days to. I wouldn't be able to get decent Crimson, and I'd be stuck with base tier. Maybe I might be able to get to hot tier if I got lucky, or if I'd started at the beginning of the profile, I would have potentially been able to get hot tier. But that would be it. Mythic bracket, keep it up. Yep. I've said it so many times, chat. I really wish that contests were harder. It's so easy to get to Divine contest. Special is the only tier that is remotely any form of difficulty. And even then, even then, it's not even then it's not worth getting. Because it just doesn't give enough. Have it this easy? But why though? What's the point? Anything above legendary is barely an increase. Like anything above legendary is barely an increase in what you get out of it. Easier for the Iron Man that needs stuff. I think you're misunderstanding. Foraging Guard on YouTube you'd recommend if there is one at all. I actually don't know. I haven't looked, I'll be honest. Like, look, if the contest scaled, if they scaled, like, if a mythic contest was actually a decent bit better than a legendary contest, and if a divine was a decent bit better than mythic, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. But unfortunately, it's not. It's almost the same. It is barely better. And I would much prefer harder contests, but better rewards, than easier contests with basically no difference between them. I mean, look, I was able to get divine contests at Heart of the Forest 1. You should not be able to get the second highest tier of the contest at Heart of the Forest 1. That should not be something you're capable of doing. Not only that, without breaking a single log. How did you do that? I just hunted chills. I literally just hunted chills. Keep in mind, my chill hunting setup isn't even maxed, because I don't have the max capture speed. That gives a lot of points. Oh yeah, it gives a shit ton. It gives a shit ton of points. How do you max capture speed? Python shards and I want to call it sea serpent shards, I think. So I think sea serpent is an echo shard, so it should be that one. Very unfinished skill in every aspect. Yes, it is. It's meant to be unfinished. Like every gold item in the bow. That's mostly because I fucked up the names of them. In the files, the gold items do exist. Just the names are still the 1.8.9 names, not the 121 names. So I might have forgot to change them. Might have forgot to fix them. What did Outcrow do? It's not what Outcrow did, it's that his mod is a little bit, is Tree Cap still good? Tree Cap is good for, like, your first 5 minutes on the island. Then you can just get a better one. It's not what Outcrow did, it's that one of the mods that, in one of the mods and one of the ways that he explains it. How did your bouquet, durability, so, Bouquet of Lies is a fun item that can do something called sword swapping. The ability of the Prime Hunt Axe is that you cannot kill an enemy. No matter what you do, the enemy cannot die. So, I just shoot my bouquet and hold out the Hunt Axe, and it can't die. What is Outcrow's mod? It's a mod, he was using a mod called, Entity Highlighter. Basically, the way that he explained how to use it is that you have to stand close to a mob, you have to look at the mob, and you have to be pressing Y. And then, basically the way that, which wasn't great. The way that I understood it is you needed the menu open whilst pressing Y. It didn't work. Apparently you also need a keybind, which he mentioned earlier in the video. I just didn't watch that part of the video. Because, well, the part that I started watching at kind of made it seem like that was the start of the explanation. What does it do? So see how some of my spiders are bright blue, right? See how some of my spiders are blue? Voracious spiders are blue because I have them highlighted. The blue ones are the huntable spiders. The normal ones are not huntable. Pretty much just allows me to see exactly which mobs I can hunt without being able to see without having to spend ages looking at the name tags and trying to read them, because reading's hard, you know. Skyblock player here. We don't know read. We don't read good. We don't read good at all. My inability to restart Slayer Quest is definitely a skill issue. What the fuck? Oh, that's not right. That ain't right. Something's off there. Something's showing an armor stand when it shouldn't be. Would you crack Matt? Oh, absolutely. What kind of a question's that? Yes. I'd be cracking him until he give me discounts. You know? And anything for less Slayer spawn cost. What about the bat phone? The bat phone. The things at default, yeah, it's because it'll be because I must have fucked up the naming of items, and they'll still be named as the 1.8.9 variant as opposed to the 121 variant. All that I need to do is just go into the actual pack itself and change the names. So some things are different. I believe gold weapons are now called golden weapons. I believe, at least. I'm pretty sure they're now called golden. Or it's the other way around. It's either golden became gold or gold became golden. And I just forgot to change it. That shouldn't... I love hunting Hideon leaves. I don't like them very much, actually. I actually don't like Hideon leaves. I don't think they're very fun. I think they're kind of just annoying. I'm much more of a fan of black hole hunting methods. I find these ones more enjoyable. The combat methods. I mean, that's kind of due to my slight combat addiction, but... I mean, what, realistically, though, I mean, Hideon leaves are good, but Black Hole eventually outperforms it. Currently at 300 out of 800. Oh. An Iron Man, I see. Unfortunate, sir. That is unfortunate. What are you doing after you get money? Getting gear. Getting magical power, getting attributes, getting other things to prevent death. I need to be more prepared, clearly. Just cheat. I don't want to do that. I clearly need to be a lot more prepared. To try and avoid hypixel being, well, hypixel. We put those up. How are we doing in here? Another 5.6 mil, huge. That's kind of an, I mean, this should really, I think this should be enough to max out some of my attributes. Hey, Slayer level 4, nice. That gives me access to Tarantula, actually. Oh, I could get Monster Raider. I should do that. Actually, I should do that. Be impressed they still didn't have hype. 500. I should get Monster Raider. That's not a bad idea. Will you be doing Enderman Slayer? Odds are probably not. Because it doesn't really help me all that much. Monster Raider is skeleton hat, right? Skeleton's helmet. I don't think I actually have the collection to these. Because that's expensive. How much do I have the collection for it? Are we dead ass? It's the next one. GG. I can't collect it. Alright, I gotta buy it. Nice. Good job, idiot. I know I can't buy the next one. Blaze setup? Nah, it's just general good stuff. Guardian's generally just pretty good. It is Guardian, right? Just to double check. It is Guardian. Just to double check here. I know that Creeper Pants are the next. Why is that 3 mil? Oh, fuck no. Oh, no. No. I'm gonna be asking randoms in the hub to craft this, probably. Oh, hell no. 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's way more money than it's worth. God damn. Okay. Well, let me get that there. So I can just get randoms to craft shit. Hey, Zach, you wouldn't happen to still be here, would you? Beta back begging again? I'm on my knees begging. Take that out of context if you want. Do what you want. I had to go? Alrighty, Prospector. Well, see ya. Thank you for coming in. How do you make a Guardian chestplate? Yeah, this one is literally just free then. It's not working. I will have to fix that myself at some point then. It should be working though. I'm assuming, yeah, I guess the one that was in the mod pack was the broken edition. The one that's currently on Discord is working. I know that one's fixed and updated, because obviously, like, I have all my weapons looking normal. Or looking correct. The bow hasn't been updated yet. So you might want to hold off a bit, actually. Really? Really? Why is that 200,000 coins? What? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 800k. What, why? Why? I didn't need to buy 2 more of those stacks of those, did I? I didn't need to do that. That was unnecessary. I could craft it for you? That would be excellent. 4.4 mil left. That's kind of a W. Next, what else do I need? I mean, I'll need to put ancient on it as well, come to think about it. So I need to down... No, not the mod pack, not the mod pack. The, what you call it? I'm just going to insta-sell that. The texture pack, the actual texture pack in my Discord should be fixed. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I will double check after I finish streaming. It should be fixed. It's the same one that I'm using. Tokens. You might explain it again. Well, the tokens are kind of a little under discussion at the moment. But the base concept of them is essentially each token gives me the ability to do anything that is not Slayers for the duration of 1 stream up to a maximum of 12 hours. That is the base concept. That is the base concept of the token. Let me grab 2 of these. Now we're down to 3.7 mil. I need 2 more, right? The gold sword is screwed. Yeah, it must... I wonder why. Because it's fixed here. I'll figure it out. I'll work it out afterwards. Gotta go already, Slim Smiley. Thank you for coming in. Right, crafts. Crafters and appliers. Would there be any willing participants? To, me. What is your name? I'll wait for Lino to reply. Yeah, to respond because they did come in first. My absolute king or queen, I don't know, or anything in between. That sounds rude, actually. My bad. Didn't mean it that way. Inclusively exclusive. That's what we do. PC. Can wrap. When are you free to goon? Give me 20 minutes. Give me 20 minutes. Only the things in between and not things on the outside. Yeah, my bad. Look, I tried to be inclusive and I uninclused, you know? I excluded. That's the word. I excluded. I'll do it with 0 collat and don't check my skills. Oh, okay. Still kind of need these 2 to be. I mean, I can. Give me a second. Let me just pop some enchants. Hit one of these, and then we hit one of these, and then we. Can't help but feel like I'm being caught. And then we do these, and that. Right now. All right, give me a second. Let me carry on the enchanting. Let me carry on. Okay, never mind. No more. What's this setup? This is a setup called Monster Raider. and it has some pretty good stuff. I forgot that I'm not mining 30 anymore. All right, that's all good. That's all good. I'll ask someone else to do the ancient. You all good? You're all good. What does it do? Well, you'll see when you'll see when I'm able to put it on soon. Did Monster Raider get buffed? No, it's just a really good armor set. I don't got creep collection. My bad. All good. You're all good. All right, chat. Looking for creepers who are mining 30. Looking for creeper collection goobers who are mining 30. LF friends. I'm mining 51. I can. Okay. Let me. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. I'm getting scammed at some point on this profile. I know. I just know it. I just know I'm getting scammed at some point. That's scary. I mean, let's be real. It's only a matter of time here. It's only a matter of time before someone scammed me. Why would someone scam me out of 500k? Yeah. Why would someone scam me out of 500k? Yeah. No one would do that. No one would scam me out of 500k. Yeah. Don't you have Kata 0? I'm Kata 19. It's not exactly high, but I can't afford renown, so. I don't have the collection. Thank you very much for playing Ancient. I really do appreciate it. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. Does anybody have the Creeper collection, perchance? Does anybody have the Creeper collection to craft Creeper pants and then apply Ancient to it? Just out of interest. Okay, we got this one. It's all good. We individual acquired. Individual obtained. Oh, hello, a fisherman. Your kind is rare out here. I don't see many fishermen in this stream. W-mans. Unironically, a fun skill. Is bro done already? Oh, my goat. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We got there in the end, Chad. We got there in the end. Alright, so, why is Monster Raider good? I actually don't know whether it's better. I'll be completely honest. I don't know whether it's better. I got it because of its survivability. Let me hit this guy. Let me hit this guy. 66,000. 61,000. Wow, my damage has gone up by quite a lot, actually. Okay. That's quite impressive. Then, let me pop this stuff in here. Monster Raider. 54,000, 65,000, 58,000. Okay, so yes, it is technically going to be better then. It's got a lot more survivability, which is the main reason that I've got it. That minus 35% damage is going to be pretty good, actually. I'm still scared of Sven. I'm still scared of Sven. Still terrified. Still terrified of Sven. I want to check my EHP with both of them as well. because I actually never really looked into it. Welcome back, Adubra. Welcome back. Alright, so EHP with this guy is, we are looking at 7,500, so it's a lot less. It is a lot less than Shadow Assassin. EHP with this is 11,000. Actually, it's not that much less. It really isn't that much less. It's not that much worse. The main thing is that minus 35% damage. That's pretty decent. I'm gonna go and try a Sven. I'm gonna. I have my warp key on just in case it does do a ton of damage. For safety, of course. But I'm gonna run one of these. What's this one again? But minor bone shield. Oh yeah, bone shield, of course, right. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty, at least pretty decent. At bare minimum, pretty decent. Okay, I say at bare minimum pretty decent. I don't actually know. I am lying. I have no idea. I am not a Monster Raider user. I never really have been. I'm going purely off hope and prayer. There is a man in here. Can't do that. Is there a guy in this one? I don't think so. That's pretty good. Now we get to find out how whether or not I take a shit ton of damage. How much do you think tier 3 Kudra costing? I don't know. Talk to Mulbert. Fine, I will eventually talk to Mulbert. Not right now. You give me a second on my Mulberting. 9 months old, I don't know if it's good. Foraging has not changed in 9 months, I'll be honest with you. Okay, how much damage do you do? Can you hit me? Oh, that's quite a lot, actually. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot of damage. Okay, that's quite a lot of damage. That was a massive waste of money. Getting rid of that instantly. That was a massive waste of money. Funny thing is, it's really good in Sven. It's really good in Blaze, though. Funny thing is, it's really good in Blaze. How odd. Right, I will not be talking to Mulbert. 2.8 mil is a good bit cheaper than it actually cost me to craft it, so that's fine. Or I say cost me to craft it, cost other people to craft it for me. Thank you. Why are you L-binning? Because it wouldn't sell otherwise. And if it did sell, that probably means that someone from chat bought it. G on your first diamond? Obfuscated, GG. W-mans. How are we doing in the sales department? Anything gone yet? Yeah, baby. Alright, we got some money to play with. I can actually pick up some stuff now. Rejodo pie and 9 manga. Probably not, because that's expensive. That's money. That's money that costs me. That costs some money. That costs some form of coin. Real life coin. Can't say is that I think I can afford that all that real life coin. That's a lot of real life coin, you know. So much real life coin. Just like at least 6 real life coins. would you go? Okay, I definitely can't afford that one. That one's expensive. Vitality is a possibility. 10 more Vital Shards. Okay, we got that maxed. Slash Hex. Read it online. Yeah, that's a fair point, actually. Yo, what's good, actual? How we doing? If you see a good move, look for a better one. No. And then swap to your Slayer Sword, you keep the extra wisdom and you can kill like a mage. I know. That's the entire reason that I have a bouquet. That being said, whilst in Spider's Den, I kind of need to use the Hunt Axe. Full time. Meow, 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 okay, meow, meow. How many more of these do I need? I need 22 more of these. Obviously, I know I can't afford it, okay? I know that I can't afford it. I am well aware that I can't afford that. How many was it again? 22, right? I can't afford it. 13 mil? Oh, fuck. That's really expensive. That's really expensive, actually. Hey, one level up's pretty good, though. And I got a bunch more money in here to eventually, yoink. Another 2.8 mil, in fact. Honestly, attributes are very much the way to go about this. I mean, what? The defense shot is going to be huge because of Ankylosaurus. That was 2 levels up. Oh, was it? Shit. It wasn't. You can see how much attention I was paying. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're actually getting somewhere. And the shard's sold. Let's go. August Ragnar, what's good? How we doing? That means I can buy even more of them. Okay. Why is our Lord and Savior floating in the corner of my screen? What's going on over there? What mod do you use for the spider highlight? It is called Entity Highlighter. And is in Outcrow's Discord. Right, next I should once I finish maxing the defense shard, I should probably lock in on maxing the what's his name? Maxing the C thingy shard. Although I can definitely do quite a bit of that off stream, to be fair. Like now that we're on Slayers, I can actually now that I'm not using a token, I can actively play off stream. Finally. Been waiting to be able to do this. Wasn't able to play off stream yesterday because I had a lot of editing to do. I had a lot of editing to do, actually. Nice. Why tier 2s? You could easily do tier 3s. I could, but tier 2s are more money. Tier 2s are currently more. $8 mil. Is that enough, maybe? Ah, I see. A viewer bought it. I see. Not much I can do about it. We figured that out in the last version, that time that I did this. There's not much I can do about that. If people want to buy my stuff, as long as they're buying them for the actual price and not overpaying, I don't really care. Not much I can do about it. I think it was 13. Yes! Easy, Max. This is huge. We got another one maxed out instantly. Let's go. Shouldn't be seen as bad. It's not necessarily seen as bad. It's more of just a fast track. You know? Stuff that should have taken longer to sell is selling a lot quicker than it would have done. Not necessarily bad, but just faster than it should be. Once again, it's not really a big deal. It's selling for a correct price anyway. When Blaze? I don't think I'll do Blaze on this profile. I don't think I'll get to Blaze. Something silly like that, you can get your coins back. I mean, that's fair. That's not on this profile. I want to make that clear. That's not this. Imagine the game let me claim it. Bro, imagine the game let me claim that. That would be so good. I mean, if we're being completely real, they wouldn't let me claim it, but... Yo, toxic arrow poison, let's go. I got so far to go until the day that I can do tier 5s. I think I will eventually lock in on getting Sven 9 then to unlock a new token. Like I'm trying to decide whether it's worth losing revs for. Because part of me feels like I could get Rev 9, drop a Warden Heart, and then be comfortable with losing revs for the rest of the series. But at that point, revs is kind of my hunt slayer. Like none of the others actually matter for hunting at all, is the issue here. Like by the time I'm at the stage where I can do... But yeah, Sven would be the smart one to lose. Sven's the only option to lose. What type of shards? Sky shards, yeah. So yeah, Sven would be the only one that I could lose. Funnily enough, it's currently the Slayer that I can't use. A tier 2 is faster for you than tier 3s. It's not about XP, it's about money right now. But for combat XP? I mean, yeah, for combat XP, absolutely. Not killing the bosses would be more combat XP. Are you allowed to go to Galatea? I am allowed to go to Galatea. I'm allowing fusing, yes. I'm not gonna count fusing as a token thing. Otherwise, I would also have to count stuff like using an anvil. And and considering that adding enchants to something increases its value. Should I sell my livid for a bouquet? Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, in my personal opinion, bouquet is one of the best melee weapons in the game. Until you reach something like a Claymore, Tormentor, or a Midas. But it's just so versatile. It's such a versatile item. Giant Sword? I would rather have a Bouquet of Lies than a Giant Sword. If I were given the choice, I would rather a Bouquet than a Giant Sword. Just because it's way more versatile, and it's literally less than half the price. More early game friend? No, I'm not even talking about early game here. It's like, but Bouquet is just insanely good. Bokeh is simply just that good. Giant sword sucks without MP. This is also true. Start a quest. Shit, my bad. I'm in a fun part of the game. I really need autoslayer because I'm an idiot. But to do autoslayer, I need to do Sven. But I'm deathly afraid of Sven right now. I am deathly afraid of Sven. And I would like to get significantly better stuff before I do Sven. Loki got a giant sword and a livid. I mean, livid is terrible. Giant sword's pretty good. Livid is horrifically bad. Oh, Slanger? Slanger? I don't know how to say your name. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. I actually didn't genuinely test how much money this made. How much have we got? 109 million coins so far from hunting, apparently. I struggle to believe that's true. I refuse to accept that this profile has 101 million coins on it. Actually, no, it probably does, thinking about it. It probably does. Invest like 12 mil. I mean, doesn't exactly. How are you attacking so slowly? It is in the No Frills mod called No Frills mod, and it's part of it called View Model. There we go. How's the grind going? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Just trying to get some more stuff to prep to do for Sven a bit better. Sven's scary. Probably won't sell enough to break even. It's fine. I mean, you're only losing 12 mil. It's not the end of the world. What is the net worth looking like? I actually have no idea. To be honest, I'm not particularly bothered about the net worth at the moment. Especially considering that I haven't got even half of the amount of shards that I need. So right now, honestly, I don't think net worth matters that much. As it's going to be going up and down quite a bit. The net worth's going to be pretty volatile for the next bit of time. I still find it interesting that attribute shards just aren't counted in net worth at all. I still find that interesting. Oh, chat. By the way, I was just kind of thinking about it. In return for giving myself ways to earn lives, I am gonna ban any way that you can cheat death. Hello there. I'm gonna ban any way that you can cheat death. Which means no spirit masks, no, yeah, no spirit masks, no... Good night, Guna. Good night, Secret. Whatever the hell they are called. I don't remember what they're called, to be honest with you. Saving grace, that's the word. No phoenix, none of that. Got a good way to farm hunting level. I mean, honestly, realistically, if you want a good way to do it, fusing legendary shards is your most efficient way. If you have a party, hunting ghosts is extremely good. Hunting glaciate walkers is also extremely good. Honestly, just general hunting though is pretty good. To be completely honest, just find something that makes you a bit of money and hunt it. What am I now? I'm hunting 20 on this profile already. lovely. Thanks for the tip. No worries. But yeah, fusing to legendary shards is a lot. God damn it, I forgot my, What's the time? It is 10 o'clock. Right. Oh, man. I'm not going to be streaming when the clover helmet... Oh, I'm not going to be streaming to buy the clover helmet. That kind of sucks. I mean, it'll be in video format, but... I'm definitely not going to be streaming for it. Insanely tired with a rate of 8, my god. How was stream? What's good, what's good? Well, how are you doing? Forced at gunpoint to do homework. Oh. Are you in the UK? I am. It was such a wonderful country. We love this country. Death, Rubadaga with a pride? Thank you very much. Much appreciated. How are you doing today? How are you doing upon this wonderful day? I got so many shards I gotta get. I think I need to spend like almost 100 million coins on shards still. Which is quite a lot. I mean, that's 100 mil total. That's not 100 mil before autoslayer is finished. Like, some of them I'm more than willing to just not worry about for a bit. But some of them definitely need to get done soon. Like, well, I mean, we've got the main ones. We've got the defense one. That's the big boy. The defense one is the big one. Because now, how much damage are we doing? Huh? 65k. All right. The Ankylosaurus is giving more damage. Huge. Fish. What's good, Axel? How's it going? How's you doing? You know what? Honestly, I quite like how this edition of Slayer type's going. It's genuinely such a different beginning from the previous one. Like, the focus is so different. The last one was me abusing my chat to be able to make money off of flips extremely quickly. Didn't want to deal with that. Chad, explain to me how there's sunlight in a cave. Oh, there it goes. No more sunlight. No more no. Oh, no more cave. Guess that answers that question. I don't know what message we're here, but we'll do for now. I find what this is for after I redeem it. Well, I guess you found out. Do you know what mod in your config reduces FPS when you don't move mouse? I do not. It will be one of the optimization ones, though, obviously. It'll obviously be one of the optimization ones. As for which one, God only knows. Have fun. Have fun finding out. There's a lot of them. I guess that answered that question. Right, how are we doing for coinages? Don't think there's anything being sold in here. How are we doing in here? 4.3 mil. Not quite enough to max out a shard, so I'll probably wait on like 10 mil to sell. 10 mils enough to max out, or not max out, but to get some decent shardage. Oh, that being said, I could use that money to, what's a good wolf kill per hour? I don't know, I'm afraid. I am probably not the person to ask. It's been a while since I've locked in and sweated wolf. The last time that I did it, kill duping was a thing, and you were able to, I was able to get over like 280 an hour, so I don't know anymore, I'm afraid. I do not want to give you the wrong answer. Right, let me sell these off. Probably not insta sell because that's I mean it's 2 mil, it's not bad. But this is 4.5, so I would like to wait. I thought about doing a Kudra type series. Go watch Trusty. He is currently doing one, and that is just outright stealing. And honestly, I'd rather not just pull a straight theft. Although at least one person in the last video's comment seems to think that I'm stealing Bubblegum's content, which I personally think couldn't be much further from the truth. They are a hardcore Iron Man. The only similarity between this and his is that we're both hardcore. You answer on polite questions. I try and answer any question, pretty much any question that gets asked. If I'm able to answer it, I try and answer any question. I'm caught up. Lucky. Surely he posts another episode soon, right? Surely. I am also caught up. What? Waiting for another. I gotta go yell at him. I gotta go yell at him to post a new episode. I need content. I need my daily dose of Kudra. What happened to Goonie? You said you'd be free in 20 minutes. That was 40 minutes ago. Well, I finished. What do you mean? We gooned. What do you think about the war between Iran and Israel? Okay, let's not make the chat politics. Let's not bring politics into the chat. Let's not go there. I'd rather keep that one out. Any sold? Any sells? Any sells? No sales. Hey, we got 240k in there though, which is pretty damn good. That's almost enough to pick up a couple of... No, it's not. Can we talk about the current political and economic state of the world right now? No. I don't wanna. I've decided, and my rule is... What I say goes. Yes, that's right. This is a dictatorship. You don't get any rights to vote. I mean, you can vote, but I'm not guaranteeing that I'll listen to it. This is a dictatorship, through and through. My island from now on is going to be called North Skyblock. That's right. Yo, how's it going? What's good, Sansi? How are you doing? What do you think about the economic state of this? Honestly, the Skyblock economy is in a pretty good state, I can't lie. The Skyblock economy is unironically in a pretty damn good state. If you release the SBR episode. The what now? Okay, maybe I'm just being stupid, but the what? Finished grinding my plasma for 555. GG. Kill him, he doesn't know what SBR is. Oh, Steel Ball Run. I'm assuming. Okay. My bad. I'm not particularly great at I'm not great with acronyms. When everything becomes cheaper, like we all love stuff that's cheaper. Okay. Yes, but no. Yeah, yes, but no. Cheaper stuff, good, yes. As long as it's balanced. Whilst on some degree, yes, it is great that things are getting cheaper. I think the economy is in an amazing state right now. At the same time, a lot of money-making methods have been heavily nerfed to the point that they are not completely unviable. I mean, some of the higher floors of dungeons are less viable than pest farming. Which I don't think should be how the game is. In my opinion, I don't think farming should be one of the best ways to make money for a normal profile. For an Iron Man, I think's chill. But I don't think farming should be one of the best ways to make money on a normal profile. Viable, yeah. Meow. I think viable is fine. But farming under no circumstance, in my opinion, should be better than M7. Which, unfortunately, it is. It's just such a disparity in difficulty and barrier to entry. Like M7 has a very high barrier to entry, and is all things considered a reasonably difficult floor of dungeons. I don't think it should make less money than pest farming. What are we doing right now? Tier 2 tarantula whilst making some money. What's your favorite kind of method? I mean, I like the RNG methods. Obviously, I do slayers. I like RNG stuff. I think that's fun. But, you know, I think the harder an activity should be, realistically, the more rewarded you are for doing it. You are using thorns? I am not. On the back of, on your chair. Hands on the back of your chair, ass facing forwards. You're a little freak, aren't you? You're a little weirdo. AFK your waste pest farming? Yeah. I mean, what? Even normal farming, I believe, is about as good as M7, right? I think just normal farming, no pest farming, I'm pretty sure is about the same as M7. Which is absurd. Okay, so I'm sensing a problem. I'm sensing a problem. Okay, so why is the chair not turning now? Why did it turn before and not now? Why did the chair not turn that time? Okay. Alright, why did the chair not turn that time? Alright. Brilliant. Could you please spoil for me where you use the tokens? What? I watched the first episode of the series. Could you spoil for me where you use the tokens? But you know what? What? But you already know where I use the, but. Huh? This shouldn't be new information. Right, I can't afford that. I've got to catch up, chat. I've got a few days where I didn't have these guys running. I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up on lost time. 6 hours should be enough. You do it closer to the camera. I mean, maybe. Love the first episode? Well, thank you. Only dungeons? No. I used the first 2 on making money from pure hunting. And then the last one on floor 6. Okay, 2.4 million. I think Sea Serpent is my best choice, realistically. Obviously, I can't max it. It needs 30 more. How much does that need? 12 mil. That's quite a lot. I'm sure with 5, though. 5 isn't bad at all. No complaints. What do you think about hunting being basically no requirement for insane monies? I think hunting is way too OP, and I think that the admins need to add more hunting fortune to balance it out. That, in my opinion, is the best way that they could balance out the skill. Is just adding more fortune. Why do you claim the wooden helmet? Because it's on my main profile. Hunting does have a requirement, and add more hunting. Hunting does have a requirement, yes, but it's not a big one. The requirement to make a lot of money is not very big. But I think that adding a decent bit more fortune into hunting would balance it quite a lot. As backwards as that sounds, I think it would balance it well. What money making did you use in Gante? I started with Invisibug, and I moved on to Chills. Why are you slaying so much? I like Slayers. I think they're fun. Slayer's fun, yes, yes. Best way to get Hot Forest 6 fast? Break trees. That's it, just break trees. Wait, will you do it in your underwear? No, I will not. So much stuff in this game, I don't even know what to start doing. Yeah, there is a lot. There's a lot of choices. Although, that being said, there is no real correct way to play the game. Find a skill that you want to start on, and just do it. Fishing also makes decent Heart of the Forest, this is true. It's not even remotely close to as efficient as trees. Raise you get for the efforts that you do is so much lower than literally anything. Yes, as I said, I think hunting is too OP, and that they should add more fortune. I agree, hunting is stronger than it should be. The admins need to add, like, I don't know, a couple hundred more fortune. Like 200 or 300 fortune to the game, to hunting. Have you died yet? Yep. Niv, thank you for the follow. How's it going? What should I do to get a lot of money so I can pay the debts of my dead father? I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it too much, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, like, in my opinion, the reason that hunting is so overpowered is because of how little fortune that we actually have in the game. Doesn't Tier 4 Spider make good money? It does. It would kill me. Tier 4 spider, I'm afraid of survivability. I'm afraid of dying to it. So I'm not doing it. Other than the first death, yes. I have died a few times. First one was due to the setup of a mod being kind of stupid in how it works. And thus was ruled as a dumb death. The second one is due to Hypixel being a server of all time. And will be included in the next episode on YouTube. But that was also ruled by chat as not counting. Tarantula Silk or toxic? I want to say toxic at the moment. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, tier 4 Tarantula does not make good money. Like Revs makes better. Revs is better. Tier 3 Tarantula is better money with hunting. Do you mean no deaths? Yes. Although, once again, keep in mind that hardcore skyblock and hardcore Minecraft can never technically be the same thing because, well, if you're in this chat, you probably play skyblock, and that would mean you also are aware of how Hypixel is as a server. You can never particularly do a pure hardcore. Would you do it again if I said with your shirt off? Probably not. Black, bro. Thank you for the follow. How's it going? And then there needs to be a few different things. A few different rules involved. In order to keep up with the fact that Hypixel's server is cooked. And unfortunately, when I first decided on doing this, I hadn't quite expected how bad Hypixel actually is. Should I put solely on Giant Sword? I mean, yeah, it's not a... no, probably not, actually. I'd probably put Swarm on it. If you legitimately die, profile gets deleted. Would you recommend for mid-ish? Because all the videos are buns. Well, yeah, I mean, of course. Money-making method videos are never going to be good because they're videos. Once people watch a money-making video, you've got to think, the people that watch the money-making video are probably going to go and do that money-making method. And then that's one more person doing that money-making method, creating more supply for the same demand. Are you going to do a giveaway for all the items? Probably not. I will probably just straight up delete it. I do not trust Hypixel's watchdog to not ban people. Leads forward instead of doing a full swing motion. That would be No Prill's view mod. On giveaways against TOS. Yeah, kinda. Anyway, as for money-making methods, honestly, hunting has a lot of good money-making methods in them. Voracious spiders are not a bad option. Invisibug's definitely not a bad option either. Golden Ghoul's not a bad option. Chill's not a bad option. You do need an auto recom to make it good, though. And it is an RNG method. Farming plus greenhouse is basically unkillable and extremely consistent. Pest farming and greenhouse is unbelievably consistent. And will only die if the admins themselves step in, seeing as it's all to NPC. On your chair with your hands on the back of your chair, ass facing camera close up while shirtless. Don't move your torso, just shake your body. Just shake, right. No. Why are there so many bingo players? Because it's bingo right now. Bingo is not a permanent game mode. It lasts... How long does it last, chat? Is it 2 weeks? Is bingo the first 1 or 2 weeks of the month? Is it the first 1 week or first 2 weeks of the month? Why are you not doing Miner Zombie? Yes, I have finished Rev. I am Rev 6. What does bingo give you? It gives you bingo points, which you can use to get extremely good items. Like, for example, bingo relic, which is over 1 billion coins. Takes you a couple of bingos to get it, but, you know. Are you bingo rank 4? I do not play bingo. Really that OP? No, but I need to get Spider 6 at some point, so I might as well work on it at the same time as making some money. It's not that they're OP, but they make me 17 million coins an hour, which without Heart of the Forest 6 is pretty good. What part of that will you do? I mean, I will not take my shirt off, and I will do normal squats. I am not working on camera. No. Not doing that. How can I survive tier 4 spider? More defense. And probably a wand of atonement to heal through it. To try and heal yourself. Thoughts on rights for women? What? What do you mean, thoughts on rights for women? It's just the same as rights for anyone else, right? Rights are rights. Fabled. Rights are rights. You are born a human being. Should they have rights and freedom? Well, yeah. They are born a human being, the same as you. I think not. I think you should be banned. Close the camera. Oh, right, okay. This is why we need mods. I mean, there is sometimes mods in the YouTube chat. Charlotte Shred has a typo right now. I did not. Give me a second on the squats. Would you say it's worth someone with 1 bill net worth spend 200 mil on a tarantula setup, or would it not make much? It would probably not make much. But if you enjoy it, do it. Withered or Fabled and Giant Sword? Fabled. What are you without it? A loser? A skyblock YouTuber? Same thing. Someone who needs to find something else to do. It's called Shredded Sinew. Are we sure that's a typo, or did they just actually change the name of it? Because knowing Hypixel, they could have just changed the name. They did change the name, yeah. Well, they answered that then. What is a sinew? It's, kind of like... How to explain it? Body stuff. It is part of the body. Sinew is part of the body. Kind of, like the connecting tissue with... It's a connective tissue. More damage because of the strength. Yeah, but it depends on what we're using the giant sword for. Because Fabled is more DPS. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Can you review my profile and tell me what I need to buy for Tarantula Slayer? No. Do you watch any anime? Honestly, not really anymore, I'll be honest with you. A lot less than I used to. Definitely used to watch some. But not so much now, to be honest with you. That is not squats, that is absolutely squats. That is absolutely squats. Ever seen Attack on Titan? Not the whole series. I've seen... Sorry. I've seen some of it. I think I've watched season 1 and 2. Anyway, bro just clipped that. Bro is a professional gooner. You've got to respect it. You've got to respect that. Drop giant sword on my first floor 6. GG. Actual professional gooner. Never thought I'd see one. A rare breed. Claim your XP? Yeah, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to having to actually restart slayers. What do you think I've been doing the whole stream? It has been 3 hours and 30 minutes, sir. You have some impressive stamina. Goddamn. Fair play. Feel like I can't even make a joke there. That's just impressive. Hey, I mean, we're not a million miles off of Slayer level 5, off of only tier 2. It's huge. And it gets us a fairly decent bit of money. Don't know how much more I need for the next upgrades though. I should probably look. Are we done with 6-6 Revs and Svens? I haven't finished Svens yet because I'm afraid of them. So I've come to do some spiders, make a bit of money, and get some upgrades. Unfortunately, I can't get more. I need MP, but I can't actually get more MP right now because I haven't got the accessory bag. So I need to wait for my minions to get me a little bit more redstone collection. So I'm kind of just doing this in the meantime. Game looks interesting. He's been getting into gaming. Should I put him on? Absolutely. 100%. You gotta teach them what peak looks like. Cubes. Bro's been thrown in at the deep end. Bro's been tossed into the deep end. GG on Slayer level 9. You could use Witch Mask. I could use Witch Mask. I don't think it's better than Bouquet for what I'm doing right there. Okay, let me see how much money I actually need for the next upgrades, because I want to get obviously MP. Obviously MP, which is quite far. I still need another 70,000. Not even close. That'll probably have to wait till tomorrow, unfortunately. How about this one? This one is 25 more sea serpents. I think that's going to be 10 mil. Chat? Can I just say, I have the prediction skills of a seer. Holy shit. Should I get 50 MP or buy Hurtful? Probably buy Hurtful. That is actually insane. 10.1 million. Then I want some damage ones. I'm not going to bother predicting these ones because I'm going to get them wrong. 18 more of those, they're expensive, and these ones are also expensive. 28 more of those, so that's probably like 25 mil. I mean, it's not terrible, realistically. It's not terrible. It's still expensive, but it's not terrible. Could be a lot worse, you know? That being said, it is time to go. It is time to go. This stream was a lot later than it should have been. Next stream will probably be the last one before we get a video out of it. I mean, technically a lot's happened already, so I could realistically But I'll probably wait for the next stream. And then go to the normal ones. Anyway, chat, enjoy Laceholic. We're going to be going over there. We're going to be going to a Laceholic. Honestly, kind of good. And they're doing Blaze Slayer. They're doing my old thing. Because I'm the only person that's allowed to do Blaze. Trust me. I'm the only one that's allowed to do Blaze on Twitch. I'm the only person that's allowed to do it. No one else is allowed to do Blaze but me. Go yell at them and call them slurs. Don't. Don't do that.